Shabbat Shalom, so nice to see you.
Yafe hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafe hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. For those of you who are here and those of you who are online, you'll notice Cantor is away. He's on a little vacation, so you know what we say. If you love your rabbi or even mildly like him, sing loudly. And I've already, Cantor Norman handles all tech except for when he's gone, and then I have to do it. I already noticed that there's one thing that I didn't do, so I'm going to allow Marcelo to just noodle for 2 seconds while I make sure that this is all set up. Begin our service, page 142, as we ask God to accompany us home with God's ministering angels. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch השלום מלאכי העליון. מי מלך מלאכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ברכוני לשלום מלאכי השלום מלאכי העליון. מי מלך מלאכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. צאתכם לשלום מלאכי השלום מלאכי העליון. מי מלך מלאכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. Just the page before, page 126. I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no English or Hebrew, no semantics, and no services, but I need them. Through prayer, I can sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, my capacity to love. As I reach upward in prayer, I sense these qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love each other, to work to make our lives better. To love God is to love the world God created and work to perfect it. To love God is to love dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us and to bring that vision to life. Page 131, Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz, sing unto God all the earth a new song. Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash. Page 138. We welcome Shabbat as if we were welcoming a bride, Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Shamur v'zachor b'dibur echad, Ishmi'anu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem u'tiferet b'litchila. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Yikrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mekor habracha, meherosh mikedem nesucha, so ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Hi toreri, kiva oreh kumi uri, uri, shir daberi, kevod Adonai alaich nikla. Lecha Dodi, Shabbat nekabela, v'chadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. We turn to the door, we welcome the Shabbat bride as we rise. Bohi v'shalom ahateret bala, gam besimcha uvetzola, toch emunei am segula, bohi chala, lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Be seated. At this point, I'd like to invite Meredith Truan to light our Shabbat candles. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Page 146, we rise for Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. This is an hour of change. Within it, we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is an hour of change, and within it, we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv Adahavim. Everlasting love you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Be seated. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol avavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'otecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shiftecha b'veitecha uvelechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha ukashartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayula totafod beinenecha uktatam al mezuzot beitecha uvishadecha leman tiskeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kedoshim lelohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher Hotzeiti Etchem Me'eretz Mitzrayim Liot Lachem Lelohim Ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem Emet. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha neheda b'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha neheda b'kodesh. No Kodesh, V'ne'emar kifad Adonai et Yaakov, u'ge'alo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch ata Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Page 161. Give us a place to rest, Adonai, our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. V'shamru. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, lasot et ha-Shabbat, ledorotam berito olam. Sheshet Yamim Asa Adonai Et HaShamayim Ve'et HaAretz V'shamru B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat Lasot Et HaShabbat Le'dorotam B'ritolam Ubayom HaShvi'i Shabbat Vainafash Shabbat Vainafash Shavat Vainafash V'shamru B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat Lasot Et HaShabbat Le'dorotam B'ritolam. We rise for Amidah, page 164. Adonai Sefatai Tivtach Ufi Agitei Latecha Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu V'Imoteinu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanorah El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Ve'konei Hakol Ve'zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot U'mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem Le'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechaya Kol Ata Rav Lehoshia Morid Ha'atam Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Verofech Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot Umidom Elach Melech Be'mir Umechayeh Umatzmiach Yeshua B'ne'eman Atah L'hachayot HaKol Baruch Atah Adonai Mechayeh HaKol Atah Kadosh V'Shimcha HaKadosh U'Kedoshim B'chol Yom Yehallelu Chasela Baruch Atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. You set aside the seventh day for your name, the pinnacle of creation, and you blessed it above all other days, more sacred than all festivals. So it is written in your Torah, the heaven and earth were finished and all their array. On the seventh day, God had completed the work that had been done, ceasing then on the seventh day. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy. Our God and God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest. Sanctify us with your mitzvot and grant us a share in your Torah. Satisfy us with your goodness and gladden us with your salvation. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your gracious Love Adonai, our God, grant us as a heritage your holy Shabbat, that Israel, who sanctifies your name, may rest on it. Praise to you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Find favor, Adonai, our God, with your people Israel, and accept their prayer with love. May the worship of your people always be acceptable. God, who is near to all who call, turn lovingly to your servants. Pour out your Spirit upon us. Let our eyes behold your loving return to Zion. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose presence returns to Zion. Baruch atah Adonai, hamachazir shchinato letzion. Modim ananu lach. When we behold your heaven, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us? We mortals that you take note of us. You made us little less than divine, adorned with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. How majestic is your name throughout the earth. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulechana elehoto. Shalom Raha Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Raha Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol Shalom, ki atahu melech Adon, lechol hashalom. Shalom Raha Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Raha Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Raha Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Raha Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Before we take a moment for silent personal prayer, we think about all those who are in need of a prayer of healing. On the Shabbat, we are especially thinking about John Brand, Elliot Citron, Vivian Diaz, Alan Douglas, David Friedman, Mindy Elizabeth Jones, Susan Jones, Lee Kirsch, Sandra Crumbine, David Rosen, Sarah Tzili, Bat Menucha Brindov, Moshe Yitzhak, Barry Sugar, David Silverstein, Nancy Simon, Rose Singer, Kevin Webb, Yaakov Yitzhak Ben Yosef, Gadi Moses, and all those who remain as hostages. Mishaberach Avatenu Avraham Yitzhak v'Yaakov v'imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah hu yavarech v'yirapeh et cholim Kodesh Baruch Hu yamalei rachamim aleihem l'hach leimam l'rapotam l'hach zikam l'hachiotam v'yishlach b'mheira refuah shlema refuat nefesh refuat guf b'tok shar chol Yisrael Hashtaba Galav Izman Kariv and Omar. We say, Amen. Take a moment for silent personal prayer. Yaseh Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Some of you know Rabbi Fred Klein. Rabbi Klein is the executive director of the Rabbinical Association of Greater Miami, and he heads Mishkan Miami, the Greater Miami Jewish Federation's chaplaincy program, and so much more than that. Rabbi Klein, my friend, and I say even my teacher, my colleague, we studied together this summer at Hartman. He wrote a piece in the Times of Israel, and I thought it was such a powerful piece that I wanted to say thank you to him by sharing a slightly amended version with you. More than slightly, I condensed it. So I really want to give him bichvod in his honor and in his words. In the Babylonian Talmud, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai taught 3 gifts are given to Israel, and all 3 of them are given only through suffering. They are Torah, the land of Israel, and the world to come. Why must these gifts be received through suffering? Does God take pleasure in inflicting suffering upon Israel? To answer these questions is not to engage in a conversation about God's providence, but rather to consider the nature of these gifts and their relationship to suffering. If one is offered a beautiful home or a precious piece of jewelry, the value is pretty much immediately understood. However, what makes Torah, the land of Israel, and the world to come unusual is precisely that their value is not immediately perceived. In fact, for most people, these items appear as a burden, not as a gift. In truth, they're not material possessions, but spiritual ideals, and one needs to invest, even suffer, to achieve these spiritual ideals. For example, let's consider the story of Jacob and Esau and the struggle for their birthright. You remember the story. Jacob is cooking lentils, and he attempts to buy the right of the firstborn, bribing his older brother, the one who owns the birthright, bribing Esau for a bowl of soup, of lentils. According to the rabbis, Jacob and Esau engage in an extended conversation. Jacob clarifies that the right of the firstborn is not simply an entitlement, but an obligation, which includes a whole lot of service to God. For Esau, who seems to perceive only what is right in front of him, the birthright is seen as a burden. The notion that the responsibility, the toil, and yes, even the suffering can transform this birthright into a calling is lost on a man of the moment like Esau. Thanks, I'll just take a bowl of lentils. Similarly, the case is true with Torah, the land of Israel, and the world to come. It is the very suffering, the toil, and the dedication that transforms these into gifts. The things we value most are the things in which we are willing to invest, even in some time, at some points, give our lives to. For the person who studies Torah daily, their understanding and appreciation is qualitatively different than the one who studies Torah only on occasion. Same holds true for the land of Israel. The land of Israel is a place, but it is also an ideal, an opportunity to create a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. To achieve that ideal requires the commitment of a people over the course of history. And to achieve this will also include periods of sacrifice and immeasurable challenges. The double Torah portions, Matot and Maseh, which end the book of Numbers that we are reading this week, introduce us to the preparations to enter the land of Israel. And the land of the value of the very land itself comes into question. It's being tested. Okay? A people who are accustomed to a sheltered existence consisting of food from heaven, okay, protective clouds of glory, water from flinty rocks, will now transition into a people of the land. In this new reality, they will need to plant fields. They will need to build cities and towns. They will need to negotiate relationships with neighboring peoples. And yes, they will need to wage war. In other words, they will be required to toil, to suffer, and yes, even to sacrifice in ways that they could not yet imagine. It's at this point in history that crisis ensues. 2 of the 12 tribes, at first glance, announce to all, we don't want to go. This is not our future. Having conquered the lands east of the Jordan and seeing their economic potential, the tribes of Reuben and Gad approach Moses. The land which God granted them east of the Jordan is a land fit for grazing, and those 2 tribes are blessed with cattle. If we have found favor in your sight, let this land be given to your servants for a possession. Do not bring us over the Jordan. These words are more than Moses can bear, and he angrily accuses them of deserting the rest of the people at this very moment. The tribes of Reuben and Gad respond to Moses' concerns, assuring him that while they will take their inheritance on the east side of the Jordan, they will not desert the people. Rather, they're going to be the first to go into battle with their brethren, and they will not return to their inheritance until the rest of the people are settled in the land. So one must ask, why does Moses become so upset, given the ultimate response of Reuben and Gad? What truly upsets Moses is not simply the apparent lack of solidarity, but the root of their request. They are a people of flocks, and the land of Sihon and Og are good pasture. Their request is reflective of the fact that they do not see the great spiritual value of the land of Israel, and they are ready to relinquish this right for immediate material gain. Israel, unlike the lands of Sihon and Og, will require sacrifice. In addition to the settling of the land, Joshua will need to wage wars, and a society will need to be established. This is a process that will take centuries. Most of the Jewish world today resides either in the state of Israel or in the United States of America. For American Jews, we are fortunate that we are not asked to make some of the deepest sacrifices our family members make daily in the state of Israel. Unlike Moses' demand, we're not being asked to serve on the front lines. In the past year, we have seen the truth that indeed the land of Israel is only given with sacrifices, and sadly, there have been too many. There is not an Israeli citizen who has not been asked to make sacrifices, and not only serving in the military, people who have had to uproot their lives, leave their homes, harvest the fields, heal the victims of terror, support the families who have experienced loss. If there is any silver lining to this year's tragedies, and there are few, it is that Israelis realize the value of the state of Israel, both in terms of its present but also its promise for the Jewish people. It's hard to imagine how we are to get to the next stage of this uncertain time. However, I do think that we need to invest more, to sacrifice more. We need to double up on our commitments to the state of Israel and our fellow Jews. Many in the American Jewish community have heeded the words of Moses to the tribes of Reuben and Gad. American Jews have sent supplies, sent money, lobbied in Washington, gone to the state of Israel to tell our fellow Jews, we are with you and you are not alone. There are some who have even made Aliyah and have decided to enlist in the IDF. We need to continue to deepen our sacrifices, our commitments to support our Jewish brethren. This doesn't mean that we're not allowed to critique, but this critique must emerge from a deep love of the gift that is the state of Israel, to embrace the present and to push to its unrealized potential. If we as American Jews decide we will stay on the other side of the Jordan, we should be prepared to make commitments that share in the trials and the tribulations of the present moment. We, like the children of Reuben and Gad, are part of the Jewish people, and we too are required in any way we can to make sacrifices for the greater whole. Our hearts draw us close to Israel, support her in any way we can, and work together to bring a better and more peaceful future for all her inhabitants. Kain Yihi Ratzon, may it be God's will, may it be our will. Turning back to our Sidurim, page 586, we invite the congregation to rise for Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'atei gedula liyotzeh b'nei shelo asanu kegoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu kamishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korein umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol ha'aretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. turn our thoughts to those who are no longer with us, those who have left us with the sweet gift of memory. Remember Roberto Asael Mizrahi, who died over the past 30 days, for whom we are observing Shloshim. Remember these, the yortzites of our congregants, loved ones, whom we've commemorated this past week: Mona Azrakhan, Joan Berger, Nancy Bloom, Gussie Book, Jeanette Brodke, Melba Cohen, Celia Y. Cohen, Marcel Dreyfus, Richard Ricky Ertag, Rebecca Ertag, Beth Eddington, Ruth Fader, Joseph Freeman, Paul Grossman, Rose R. Heller, Stuart Hertzfeld, Dr. Harvey F. Howitt, Wesley Philip Jones, Chuck Cantor, Edward Katz, Gertrude Kleinbart, Harry Corman, Irving M. Leopold, Sandra Marcus, Rose Joseph Newman, Faye Perry, Robert E. Wolf, Ellen Zarin, and all those who are listed below who are remembered on our permanent memorial plaques and walls here in the sanctuary. We invite the congregation to rise for Kaddish Yatom, Mourner's Kaddish, page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach yerutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'galal v'zman kari v'yimru. Yehei shemei rabbah mevarach le'alam lomei omaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, shemei dekudashah b'reichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, da miran be'alma v'imru. And Yehei shlama rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu'ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. The source of peace, send peace to all who mourn, comfort to all who are bereaved. Together we say, Amen. May be seated. Once again, I want to wish all of you a Shabbat Shalom. Say thank you to Meredith Truen for lighting our candles, and say thank you to Max Truen, her husband, who had his first go-around as a board member and a greeter. Thankfully, this was a very easy crowd for you, so we eased you into it. We'll make sure the next time has 100 children and no parents. So thank you to all those who sponsored our Shabbat, to Linda Astrakhan in memory of her mother, Mona, to Bonnie Bloom in memory of her our incredible friend Jan Brodke, and thank you to the Brodke family as well, to Sidel Howitt in memory of her husband Harvey, Susan Jones in memory of Wes, Karen and Norman Leopold in memory of Norman's father Irving, and Maxine Schwartz in memory of her brother Richard Ricky Ertag. Maxine, thank you very much. I'm assuming that you are on. Just a few things. If you are considering coming to Argentina with us, this is the time for you to sign up. If you are still thinking about it and you need some help, let us know. But we are coming to the point where we're going to have to sort of close our thing, and we don't want to close people out. So if you are considering joining us, which I hope you are, let us know soon. All the information is either on the screen or in your programs. I'm looking around, not too many families, but you can join Cantor Norman for family camp over Labor Day weekend at Camp Coleman. It is, I have no doubt, a lot of fun, and I hope you'll join us. A reminder that the High Holy Days. Why should I be the only one suffering? Thinking about the High Holy Days coming up. You should all be thinking about the High Holy Days and not suffering, but bringing a little bit of sweetness to the community, to your family, anyone around the country. Send them a little bit of honey, and a little profit goes to sisterhood. All the information is there. And then finally, Deborah and I are celebrating our 30th wedding anniversary, not next week, the week after. And since 23 of those anniversaries will have been spent in some way here at Temple Sinai, we wanted to share it with all of you. We hope that you will come to services on October, I'm already past the High Holy Days, like I'm ready, done, haven't even started, except if I say October, the truth is that I'm not yet, because High Holy Days are during October. On August 16th, we hope that you will come before services. We're going to have a little champagne and cake. What's the rule? You know, life's short, eat dessert first. So come and have a little champagne, cake before services so that we can celebrate with you and you can celebrate with us. With that, we are going to conclude with the singing of Adon Olam, page 625. Page 625. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra le'ein nasa b'chemsa kol asai melech shemo nikra asai melech shemo nikra ve'acharei kichlot hakol levado yimloch nora ve'hu haya ve'hu hoveh ve'hu yeh b'tifara ve'hu yeh b'tifara ve'hu echad ve'ein sheni ve'hamshilo le'hachmira ve'li reshit ve'li tachlit ve'lo ha'oz ve'hamisra ve'lo ha'oz ve'hamisra ve'chni ve'chai go'ali ve'tzur chevli be'etzara ve'hu nisi umanosli benat kosi be'yom ekra benat kosi be'yom ekra be'yato afkit ruchi be'etishan ve'ahira be'im ruchi geviati Adonai li velo hira Adonai li velo hira. Excuse me. A lot of singing. We're going to invite everybody to come join us. Come a little bit closer. Come around for Kiddush and Motzi. Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uv'ratzon inchilanu zikaron למעשה וראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים אותנו קידשת מכל העמים לשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom.